Don't know why I felt compelled to make this video. I've never really seriously made a video before in my life even. A lot of shit posts. A lot of stupid shit from when I was a kid. But never something more thoughtful, though it's something that calls to me often. I've been thinking a lot about people trying to be cool and like its relation to being performative and social norms, different aspects, finding your true self. I think there is too much of an emphasis in modern life of people trying to be cool, trying to jump on bandwagons, trying to do what they think will be cool rather than what is real to them. It's in a way what I'm saying is a criticism of being performative, but I think it also has a lot to do with sense of self and people's own self-image, a desire to be desirable, I suppose, even in contexts when no one is watching, wanting to build a persona that is something you want to be, which isn't always bad. I want to be a virtuous person, but I can't just build a persona. I can't feign philanthropy and expect to be living my true life as my true self. There is such a focus in pop culture, in like nomenclature. I don't know if that's the right word. I be using big words sometimes wrong. Anyway, like honestly, I'm being performative. I'm saying stuff into a camera to put online and I don't know, into the web, and that in itself is performative. But I feel the true issue I have is with the lack of substance that a lot of people have with what they perceive to be cool. They do things because they see other people do things and they like the way it looks when this or that person does that. They have an idea, they have a character that they pursue and follow rather than listening to their heart and themselves. There's just not many people living their true life. And like the first fucking comparison, the first example that comes to mind for me is like people who do cosplay, stuff like that. My gut reaction when I see that, my initial judgment is negative. It's a feeling of not quite looking down. I like to think myself a little better than a moral superiority in that sense, but people who do things not because it's cool, but because it's what they want to do is the coolest thing. The coolest thing you can do is be a fucking loser. The coolest fucking thing you can do in this goddamn life is be a loser. Is wake up and look at everybody around you doing all their bullshit and think, no, I'm gonna do mine. And stick with it and do your bullshit. And just be authentically you. Even if the authentic you is a fucking nerd or a dork or a fucking loser or a douchebag or a pacifist. Like, I question a lot my own stance on violence, right? And I think functionally I'm a pacifist. And especially with like the red pill manosphere, black pill, hyper violence, and the normalization of violence, desensitization of violence in society, seemingly worldwide. There's no cool factor. You can't aura farm by being a pacifist. You can't aura farm by forgiving. The cool thing is to get revenge. The cool thing is to be a badass and to defeat your enemies. You know, it's not fucking cool to be a Thorfinn, you know, from a Vinland Saga. Great piece of media. It's not cool to want to be a kind person, but it's important. It's not socially cool. It's not put on a pedestal in the same way that hedonism and violence is. And, you know, I could quickly go down into a rabbit hole of hedonism bad, discipline good, therefore red pill, but it's not discipline in the red pill sense of wake up at 4 a.m., Sigma grind set. It's discipline in having the self-control to not allow yourself to slink into the ease of predetermined social roles. I think fucking furries are cool, man. I think they're objectively lame. I think it's objectively corny and childish to have a cartoon character that is supposed to represent you, especially as an adult. Like, taking it out of context, putting it in the bare bones. Oh, hey, I'm a 40-year-old, and for fun, I dress up as a cartoon dog. Like, that is strange. That is obscure. That is so outside of societal norms and what is thought of as cool. You know, what's cool? Fucking, yeah, it depends on what subculture you are within, but at least in the general American culture, it's cool to have a family, it's cool to own a house, it's cool to get a job, it's cool to fucking stack racks and make money and make a living. And I don't fucking know. It's I think it's a lot cooler to be uncool. It's a lot cooler to be you. If you don't want to work a 9 to 5, don't. If you want to be a fucking line cook the rest of your life, do it. If you want to be a minimum wage employee, like, you don't need to do what society expects of you. You don't need to be societally cool. You just need to be you. You need to follow your heart. Like, it's corny. I'm probably being corny right now, but it's real. The coolest thing you can do is be real. Real to you. And, yeah. Be a loser. Go to a fucking Hatsune Miku concert. Go get evicted from your apartment. Go lose your fucking car. Go move across the country. Get into a relationship. Don't get into a relationship. Be a hoe. Be a fucking monk. It doesn't matter. Just don't. Whatever you do it because you want to do it. And that's cool. it's not fucking cool to be someone you're not, because that's a prison. It's just a prison, and then you're putting yourself in a prison in your own mind. You're holding yourself to the confines of this idea, this structure. Just, yeah. Be you. It's hard. It's not easy. You gotta make a conscious choice every day, multiple times a day. Yeah. Don't ever think that who you are intrinsically isn't cool. We're all humans. That alone is pretty cool. We're all people. We all have a heart, have a life, a soul. Or we don't have a soul, whatever you believe. But we're still people. We're still humans, flesh and blood. We all have minds. We're all diverse. I often don't necessarily consider myself much of a individualist, but I think black and white thinking is very harmful. So I have accepted the contradiction that people are inherently replaceable. You know? Like, there is no one love of your life. There is no anyone, there's no role that there isn't another person out there to fill in some way, shape, or form. They can be replaced to an extent, but there's still not a single duplicate in the world. There are no two exact copies of anything, including people. This phone I have right now, I can get a new one, I can get the same exact one, and it may be indistinguishable, you know, if I try to differentiate between the two, but if you really zoom in, there will be differences, minute differences, and that can have no effect on my experience, or it could have a massive effect. And same applies to people. You can always get a new one, but it's never going to be exactly the same. And that uniqueness is what makes you cool. So be you. Be you. Be the unique you that you are. Don't be someone else. Don't be who other people want you to be. Don't be who you think people want you to be. Don't do things that don't call to you. And I'm a hypocrite. I mean, I do things that don't call to me, but don't become a slave to your own ego and your own desire to fit in and be accepted. Because even when you act and when you try to fit in and when you do all those things, not only are you depriving yourself of the most cool thing that is just being you, you're still not going to be liked by people. You're still not going to be accepted. You're still not going to be let in. For you.